Howdy folks, and welcome back to McCool Auto. Whoa! Are you kidding?
Here I go again.
Voltage, let's go. Whoa! Did you order the fried carburetor?
We've got nitrous.
Yeah! June of 1979. Probably the last time this thing was actually on the road. First things first, we need a chain. I forgot my handy dandy bridle to hook to the lower control arms, so a chain will do. These tires look good. Yeah, they're Coker Classics. They honestly aren't rotten very bad. The car was sitting inside from what I understand. These wheels are rotted. Just put it on my back and just,
Yes.
Yeah. Probably could, but I won't because I don't want to show off, you know. We had some snow and ice a few days ago. It's been cold. It's leaking quick, so we better hurry.
This one leaks a lot more severely.
Okay. Well, it's coming up though, right?
Yes.
All right.
So we better make it snap.
Let's make it snap. Yeah, that one's already completely flat.
That's probably the smallest window I think I've ever got out of.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Imagine if I was in there, I'd never get out. Hey, you know what the good news is?
What's that?
You gotta get back in it when we get there.
Oh!
There it is. Oh, almost there. Keep going. There you go.
Turn out now. Perfect.
Nice. We got 4 wheels that came with it because these leak because the passenger side immediately went flat. So that was great. But we've got a nice solid start. So now we just got to get it home. We're going to try and get it to run. Well, the last part we were at, we had the bad tires on the front, and I have wheels.
Only 2.
No, I got 4. Don't you worry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll become a Chevrolet man. You never know about me.
That would be the world's biggest change up.
I've got OG Camaro wheels. This came off of my 79 or 78, whatever year it was. Stock wheels and tires. I kept them because I thought one day I might need them. And here we are, needing them.
It's just the Camaro in disguise.
That's all this is. Yeah, it's really just a 57 Camaro. Don't you just love changing wheels and tires?
Oh, it's great. In the mud.
Yeah. It's honestly good for you. It's healthy.
Yes, my daily dose of mud.
Briar asked for lunch, and I just give him mud.
Please, thank you. Oh, and it spins.
Yeah, dude, all 4 of these spin.
Even better.
Thankfully. Wow. Did you ever notice the handprint on the hood there?
Handprint.
Look.
Oh my gosh, I see it now.
Somebody sanded this down to bare metal, and I guess the oil's from their hand.
I bet that hurt. That's probably when they quit. It's like, all right, you know
no,
what?
I've stained my metal. You got to be pretty oily if you're going to stain a...
Yeah, or sweaty one.
Yeah.
All the clearance, gosh.
Yay. Clearance, Clarence.
Easy, easy.
2 lug nuts, man.
Ultra safe. Safety third, right?
Yeah.
Camaro wheels. Whoop. Hey, I'll just throw it on the ground for you.
You just flopped it around. This one's made of gold.
Oh, it better.
See? Eldorado.
Oh, it's a legend.
It's a legend of Eldorado. The secret is in Camaro wheels. Not too many people talk about that. Oh.
GM actually stands for gold management.
I was wondering why there was only 2 lug nuts. This is because there's only 2 studs.
Make you wonder.
Is it perfect because we're clamping all the wheel pressure onto that one side?
Well, we can't help that.
Yeah. It just might wobble a little bit, but you just have to ignore that. Golly.
It's tight. Oh, yeah. That's tough.
Brand new car, look at there. Hey, I've got 2 more, don't you worry. Burnout wheels.
This is quite an uncomfortable seat. Straight springs in here. Golly, it's a solid seat.
So the previous owner on this car unbolted the hood from the hinges because he was trying to work on it and never put them back on. So me and Brian are just gonna go ahead and get these off of here. Nice.
Now we have plenty of light.
Not a very heavy hood, is it?
No, it's not.
There's more fender than there is hood. Is that tow mater?
Oh my goodness.
So the engine has been messed with, to say the least. I actually took the air cleaner off to see what was underneath there. It's just a dinky old 2-barrel. You remember the one on the Buick?
Oh yes.
Same kind. And that thing ripped. But it was really easy to build. So the distributor, obviously, has been partially removed. Not really sure what's going on there, but it's just hitting the firewall, sticking in there doing nothing. The carburetor is not bolted down. So again, somebody was messing with this thing and we don't know what happened. So we don't know what top dead center is. We don't know what our firing order is. The only thing I do know is that this engine is not locked up. Give her a good old spin, Briar. Show everybody at home here what we got to work with.
Well.
Uh-oh. Or maybe I lied. We might be in trouble. Oh gosh. I could have swore I checked it. Maybe I didn't.
You give her a whirl. Oh, whoa. Going in.
Gotta get all the leverage.
Maybe that was the strategy.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. What? Is it slipping? It's just slipping. Uh-oh. I thought it wasn't locked up. That's what he told me. And I thought I tried it. But I guess I didn't. I just assumed he was right, which...
You know what assuming does?
Kills you. Don't do drugs, kids.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Well, that's a problem, you see. See, when the engine doesn't rotate, the engine can't run. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
And if the engine doesn't run, car don't go vroom. Car go silent.
Bleh.
Car die. Brian, you were talking about the valve cover bolts were in the front here.
Yeah, there's a lot of things strewn about.
Well,
There's the coil right there.
Where?
Right here.
What the heck?
He's just chilling out.
Well, that's good. Well, there's no bolts in the valve cover. I'm just now noticing this. Oh.
It's a little grimy.
Yeah. It's hydraulic, so it's,
okay.
Yeah, the lifters aren't pumped up. You can see me pushing the lifter up and down. There hadn't been any oil pressure in this thing for a long time. But why is it stuck? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Why am I so sad right now? I guess I can pull the other side off too.
Might as well.
Are you kidding me? They're loose the whole time? We literally dumped this thing off and have not touched it since I bought it. There's some oil in the rocker right here.
Really? I'll see it.
Just a hair. I mean, it looks really bad. That one's pumped up a little bit. This one's, well, it might have been spinning, seems like. My guess, they were trying to make it run recently, maybe. I don't know how recently, but they have pulled the valve covers off. The distributor has been removed. The carburetor has been removed. Maybe they did that before finding out if it was stuck or not. Make a lot of sense, but, I've done the same thing before, so I guess we can just,
Well, I got a question. Is that power brakes in 1957?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure is. To find this whole contraption, I was looking it up. It's not cheap. I think if you remove this plate here, then you can just put manual brakes on it, it looks like. I don't think you can buy this master cylinder. I tried. You can buy used ones, but a guy had one on eBay that was a good used set, $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Not even joking. I'm like, how? How is that even legal? So we're going to have to tear this thing apart and rebuild it, it seems. Oh, why don't you want to move? So that's good. I like to see that. I love to see carburetors not move.
And that scares me.
Yeah, I don't know really what's going on there. That's a little concerning. I don't know why it's sitting up so high.
It's a later model distributor, it looks like.
No, it's a points distributor. I just don't know why it's sitting in there like that. Why is it sitting up so high? I have another small block distributor that is a points distributor, and I think they work. But I think it should work. It come off of a 71 or 2 Chevelle, and I think it'll bolt right in. Well, where's the dipstick, you think?
It's probably gone.
You know where these things are. You're a Chevy guy.
I've never messed with one of these before.
You know small blocks.
Not one this old. Here we are without a dipstick.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing the tube or the stick. Nope. There's a transmission. Look at that. That looks pretty good.
Wow, it's red. That's impressive.
Oh, there it
Hey, looky here, buddy.
Wow, who put it on the driver's side? That's fake Chevy. Why is it bent like that?
It's not bad. I mean, it's obviously old and it smells pretty nasty, but it's not like straight up water. The problem is you can put all the fluid you want in it, but until it rotates, you got problems. I mean, if that's the case, let's just go ahead and put a battery in it and just try and spin it over. We have our tried and true Optima. I mean, this thing's been through so much abuse, and yet it still keeps on trucking. It doesn't complain.
Never has.
Wonder if we have any lights or something. There's no headlights.
That's what I was about to say. Well, we might get a few things up front.
Whoa! Look.
Oh,
Come here.
dash lights?
So the key's on.
But there's no key. What? There's no key.
Fun fact.
Oh, do you have it?
No, you don't need a key to crank these.
Are you kidding?
I'm not.
Is this a Chevy thing?
It is a Chevy thing.
Well, I didn't even know that. Are you kidding? So what is the key for then?
There's a lock, off, on, and start. So if you take the key and turn it to the lock position, you have to use the key to take it out of the lock position. But as long as you have it out of that lock position, you can crank it without a key, which is crazy.
So somebody did us a favor here.
Correct. Lost the key, but left it in the unlocked position.
Well, thank you, whoever that was.
I had a 64 Impala that was the exact same way. So you can turn it to off and then back on.
So does that kill everything though? Does that like act as a key?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
That's cool, but I've never seen that.
Hey, but it seemed like it spun over.
It did.
That was nice. What about any lights? Oh,
Ooh, something.
I just popped a bulb.
Turn
signal.
blink? No way.
Why?
Whoa, we got one light up front.
For real?
Yeah.
Nothing back here.
Dang it.
Wonder if I mash the pedal, if anything comes on. No, it cannot be mashed.
Yeah, I thought
Fun
it was-
fact.
Thought it was pretty solid.
What about turn signals then?
Ooh.
If we got lights back there. Oh, I hear a flasher.
Really? There's nothing out back.
Left turn signal.
Oh my gosh.
Not right. I can see it flashing up there, but the bulb up here ain't working.
Oh my, that's bright. Wow, that's funny.
What about to the left?
Oh, it works.
Seriously?
It's blinking.
How good does it spin?
Well, I didn't say all the valves, but some of them are moving. It smells pretty good.
So was this distributor spinning? Did you see?
I wasn't watching.
It's not even.
Yeah, I didn't think it
Not
was.
even hooked in. Let me just. You come out of there.
Can you? I think that's what happened. Somebody got in a bind. It's like,
You don't think the engine has moved any, do you?
surely not.
I mean, look how close it is to the valve
I know
cover.
it's insane how close it is on the passenger side.
Is that supposed to be like that? You don't think somebody's messed with it at all, do you?
Like having a motor mount or something.
Maybe. We just got to get that distributor out of there. Might have to get a little mallet or something, just do a little tap, tap, tap around.
Oh, hey, wait. Look what I found.
What in the world?
I sat on it.
This is a, wow, that's heavy.
Yeah, I know. It's
Some
solid.
weight to it. Well, here I am. I'm going in. Here I go again on my 57.
Ooh. What?
What'd I do?
It moved.
What moved?
It dropped down the distributor. When you did that. Yeah, it's definitely coming up. Yeah, there you go.
Please have a gear. Please have a gear. The rotor button's hitting, so I need a flathead screwdriver. Come on. Please. There we go. I asked nicely. And he obliged.
I forget to do that a lot.
If you be nice to stuff, sometimes they answer your request. And they're kind to you. If you're kind to them, they return the favor. There we go.
Whoa.
See, they put all their weights and springs on the top because they're smart.
What? Did you just say GM was smart?
Yeah, they are smart in that.
Wow.
I'll give them that. Aha!
I told you your mallet would work.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
So here's the thing that I was thinking about, that why you probably didn't see any oil or anything moving. This turns the oil pump.
Oh, funny how that works.
This will spin off of the camshaft, and there's a little spade thingy in there. As it turns, it actually will drive the oil pumps. There's not going to be any oil circulating unless the distributor is in its place. But I had put a brand new set of points in this one until I converted it over to HEI. All we got to do is just gap them properly and then put them back in, and it should fire because it was running on this set right here. Somebody made a comment. They said Briar has hair because you wear a hat all the time.
Listen, okay. So recently, I have not found my hat.
What?
And I'm crying because it's my favorite hat of all time.
So that's why you have been wearing a hat?
Yes, it's because it's lost and nowhere to be found.
Oh.
But I will soon be replacing it with another nasty hat.
Oh, man. Is that the one you got paint all over?
That was the second one I got paint all over. The first one I got paint all over from the 58.
Oh.
It's in the garbage.
It was
It was like
survive.
black
Yeah.
by the end of that day.
That is an interesting combo right there.
Yes.
Wow.
Extendo 8000.
Oh, well, just kidding. Those aren't good at all.
No, that's
Never mind. That's a OG AC Delco right there. Briar's gonna spin it over. You just bump it, of course. And I'm gonna stick my finger over the spark plug hole and wait until I feel air pushing out.
Battery cable.
Oh, hey, you know, we need electricity. Oh, that was it. So the intake valve is currently open and the piston was drawing downward. So that means that it's drawing in air, and as it comes up, when this intake valve is closed and I stop feeling air being pushed out, that should be very close to top dead center. Okay, I'm feeling air. See how the valve closed? Air's coming out. I'm gonna keep going until I don't feel any air. Hear it?
Mm-hmm.
When I stop hearing that, okay, I think that's pretty close. Top dead center. Become one with the engine. I am a small block Chevy. I am a small block Chevy. I am a small block Chevy. I am a surgeon!
Think small, be small.
Am small. Oh, this thing's going in way easier. Uh-oh. Okay, something's not right. Let's... I think it's because it's kicking the distributor over just a hair. I'm starting to wonder, is the transmission mount maybe bad or something? Oh, there's no exhaust.
That's what we like to hear. I do see a transmission.
There is a transmission. Should I try to pick up on it?
Wouldn't hurt.
Where is the... I can't even see it from where I'm at. I think your side's a little higher.
Yes, I can see it.
Oh, the whole car lifted.
Yes. But it is moving.
The engine?
Yes. It's coming forward. Oh my gosh.
A lot?
Yes, like a lot.
Wow, it
It
is.
is
I can see
completely
it.
off the firewall now.
I think we have a broken transmission mount or something.
Oh my gosh, it's coming forward like an inch.
We're not hitting like the radiator or nothing, are we?
No, that's crazy.
Yep, that's what it was. I think we just got a bad transmission mount.
What a fart smeller.
That guy, dude, probably dropped right in at this point. Yeah, look at there.
Oh my gosh.
See? Isn't that crazy? Well, that would make sense why there was such a tiny gap between the valve cover and the firewall. So there's that transmission mount. There's that one. Briar, pick up on it. You can show how bad it is. Look at that. Yeah, see, that's not good. I don't know if you knew that or not. That's a problem. That's a big old problem. Briar took all the spark plugs out and wire wheeled them. How they look. It looks
Much
better.
less rusty.
Yeah, that definitely is going to help something. So
Yes.
we will go ahead and get everything put together and wired in. I went ahead and stuck the cap on, got it set in place, and then we will go through and do our firing order. So number one is to the left of that little door for the points. Dad taught me a trick. So whenever you're putting plug wires on, if you hold them up the same length, then you can tell which one goes where. You can see how long you need to make things work.
Your dad is a smart man.
So if number one's there, that's going to be our longest plug wire, which is this one. Then we're going to do number 8, which is our closest one, so we can use our shortest one.
Oh yeah, it's all come together.
It's going to be an engine here soon. 4, 3. Go ahead and do number 6 while you're goofing around.
Hold on.
5 and 7.
Those are mine.
They're both the same length, so just do 5 first. Wire coming out of the distributor is going to go over to the negative side of the coil, which is U, and I think that wire just hanging out in limbo that's going where the coil's supposed to be is our positive wire. I don't know, but I'm going to guess and maybe be wrong and probably be wrong. But we need to make sure we have 12 volts. We can run a jumper wire to the battery if we need to.
Here I go again.
Down, 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 down. Here I go again. Down, 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 down. How about an Excel Super Stock? I mean, this thing's vintage. I found it in the floor. All right, are you 12 volting? Voltage! Let's go. My genius knows no bounds.
We have a genius on our hands, guys.
We have a genius with hands?
That would be you.
I do have 2 hands. Does that mean I'm 2 geniuses?
2 chains?
2 chains, but I got me a few on. If we did everything right, we should see a little bit of sparking at that spark plug. Is there a valve stuck, you think?
No, no spark.
I might go ahead and pull the distributor cap back off and just make sure we're getting something. We replace the coil and open the cap on the points. That's all we did. We're gonna see if that works. Nothing.
Nothing.
The fuel gauge is showing completely full. Every time you turn the key on, it goes wah.
You know what's not interesting?
Not having spark.
Not having spark.
Well, we're going to try this other coil. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to change the points. But that is a coil that was on a running vehicle, as it always is. No. Oh, all right. There's the old contacts. Again, I just replaced it. Well, actually, it's probably been about 3 years ago at this point. But they were good. Points that sit around can go bad. So hopefully this set hadn't had the same fate. We're going to see if it's sparking at these new points or not. I don't see anything. So I just, yep. Oh, it's sparking all right. So it's hot, but the contacts are not doing anything. Whoa! If we know we're getting power to the points, the coil's not bad. That means that it's probably something within the contacts or the condenser itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and order a new set.
No, I found my head guys, so no, I don't have header anymore.
Where was it?
Funny how that works when you look for stuff right where you left it. It's normally there.
Yeah.
So
Odd concept.
yes,
There's that, and it's not in that. So why wouldn't it go to that? I may have goofed.
we don't know what we're doing.
No.
Perfect.
Still doesn't do it. While we had to wait on some parts, we was wanting to see what the transmission leak is, but when Briar jacks the car up, the engine tilts back. So he has to jack up the transmission and the car at the same time. Variable pinion angle's not good.
It moves a lot.
Yes, it does. Jack stand?
Jack Stand. What a good guy.
He is a good guy. I met him back in '93. Wobbles on impacts are not good.
No.
I don't know if you knew that or not. There we go. This is like the worst type of car at least, to work on, where like dirt and grease have combined.
And the transmission fluid.
And it just showers all over you every time you look at something wrong. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, look here. There's the metal just completely separated.
It sounds like you're trying to call a cat.
There we are.
Perfect.
So these cars don't actually have a cross member in the rear. What they do is they have these mounts that bolt to the side of the frame rail, and then they bolt to the bell housing. And both of them are broken in half on each side. I had to special order these bad boys, and I was able to find a pair of them. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow, but in the meantime we can at least see what we needed. I just could not tell what these mounts were supposed to be. I actually ordered the wrong one. It called for that mount, but it was wrong. So we have all of our hardware. We'll clean it all back up and put it back in there, but now we know what was wrong with this thing. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yes.
And I mean, I guess I see like there's like companies that do cross member conversions, and I get it, because if these mounts break, you're going to either break the distributor, the engine and transmission is just going to fall out. I mean, there's nothing to catch it.
What a stance.
Oh, my knees suffer because of this one. I'll try it this time.
I'll give this set of points a kiss, you know. Please.
There we go. Wait a minute.
Where's the condenser?
Why? Why is there no condenser? Are you kidding me?
What the heck, man?
Well, we're trying to figure out what's going on here, and this is the set I just took off?
Yes, that was the set you said had sat for a little bit.
So Briar went and sanded the contacts, and then I put it on the old distributor with our coil, and I gapped it to the best of my ability, and whenever I put power to it, and I spin it by hand, and now it sparks. I'll just take these contacts. It should translate pretty much the same whenever I put it back in there, because the distributors are the same. You know, things always don't work that way, but we're going to try our best. All right, now, Gator's of Al.
You know Al?
Yeah, Alligator. Here's a good song. You can call me Al.
Call me Al?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me
Al?
Al.
Ah, I knew it.
Yay! We got spark. No, it doesn't. Why?
Wait, did we put the button on? No, we didn't put the...
I did it again! No! Yeah! We got spark. All right, we got the carburetor over here. This is a Rochester 2-jet. These are fun to rebuild. I've got a rebuild kit for it, and I actually do enjoy rebuilding these. They're not too hard to mess with, so I'm going to tear it down real quick and see if we have anything inside. The biggest problem is the linkage is a little bit iffy. Like right now it's not wanting to kind of work, but I think it's something internally that we're having a problem with. Maybe the accelerator pump is not wanting to move. So pull the lid off, check the float, needle and seat, all that good stuff. New gaskets, we should be good to go. Well, I guess I can see why it wouldn't run because, well, look here. Lots of sediment. And I didn't know this, but the throttle blades are actually stuck. So I sprayed some of this Rogo 4-way penetrant in there, and hopefully that'll kind of break itself loose. The throttle blade has come loose a little bit. I hope it's not broken, but that's kind of concerning how wobbly that is. It's normal to torch your carburetor, right? This is within spec, I believe. It's in the owner's manual. Torch your throttle blades every now and then. Did you order the fried carburetor? If you look in here, I got them to move, but they started bending. This one started to move independently of that one, and then I accidentally bent that throttle blade trying to get it to break loose. So I think it's done. The internal throttle shaft is bent. It ain't gonna run. I hate that because I genuinely like these 2 barrels. Like, they're not that bad. I have this. I saved this from another project a couple years ago. It's just a plain Jane Quadrajet 4-barrel spread bore. Pretty easy stuff to make work. It should bolt on. I hope it does. Figured we could clean it up, chase all the threads on it, and get it to where we can actually bolt the carburetor back on it. Maybe get the rat's nest out from the inside of it. Probably a good idea to do. This intake is nasty. I took my little air blower here, got all the dirt dauber nests out of each hole here, and you can see that's kind of what they started out looking like. And I'm going through and just running a tap through all these threads. I mean, it's not too bad, but I'm having to kind of get some resistance on it to really cut. Some of these threads were probably boogered up or whatever, but this intake, I believe, is aluminum. Pretty cool, I guess, from the factory. I didn't know that they made aluminum intakes from the factory. So once this goes on, it'll actually be hopefully pretty easy to do. I've got a nice Quadrajet we'll put on here that's rebuilt and runs great.
Oh, hey, easy.
Well, oddly enough, we actually went and tried all of these spark plugs, and not a single one of them actually had spark going through it. We cleaned them off and they looked, you know, decent enough. We thought they would spark, but I tested them on the coil and none of them did it. So whenever I pulled this plug wire and tested it with a new one, it sparked. So Briar is on his way to go get some spark plugs real quick. While he's doing that, I am going to see if we can get the lifters to pump up. I could, you know, create some kind of oil pump driver, but I don't have any of that. I'd have to sacrifice some tools to do so. But what we did instead, we just pulled all the spark plugs out so there's no compression that's, you know, fighting against the engine. I'll just keep spinning it over until we get oil coming up through the push rods or the rockers, if any. You know, I really hope we do because it would help. We'll just spin her over. It still struggles. You hear the distributor sparking really good. Even without any spark plugs in it, it's like, oh. I see push rods spinning, so that's good. Nothing yet. We haven't seen any kind of oil pressure coming up, which, I mean, I don't know. When we pull the intake off, it might tell us something. We might see something bad. I hear something dripping. Uh-oh. Transmission pump. Oh, there's fluid all down in here because of transmission. Oops. I didn't realize that it was open. I forgot.
To solve the no sparking issue, I have 8 new Champion spark plugs. Can you believe it? Well, anyway, he can't talk, so I'm going to put these in.
Spark plugs. You did it.
In, and the firing order is right.
He did do it right. I checked. So We're just gonna dump this thing in there with some gas and just see if it'll fire, because if it does, that'll tell us, hey, it's good enough to put an intake on it.
Are you kidding?
Well, let me pull the distributor cap back off and just see what's the heck's happening again. Why do you keep breaking my stuff, dude?
I didn't do anything.
I just want to have a car that runs, and
I'm giving it new parts, and it refuses to run.
you keep breaking it. I can smell it.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
No, I saw it a couple times, but it's the ballast is getting hung open or something. If I send 12 volts to the hot side of the coil, will it work?
Yes, it will.
So I think the ballast needs to be bypassed. So let's just run an alligator clip from the hot side of the battery.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. I think that ballast getting hung open, and it just cooked it over, us leaving the key on for that short amount of time. Hear that? We got sparkies. Just see it. I put a lot of gas in there. Just try it. All right. Woo! Try it. Hang on. Go ahead.
That's hollow.
Scared me. We had put crank on it. That sounds like a run thing, doesn't it? And that's what we needed to justify, hey, let's go ahead and change the intake. Woo!
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. But the good thing is this intake has nothing on it.
Yes.
I mean, there is zero accessories. The only downside is that we do have to pull the distributor back out, but I mean, we saw that wasn't really that big of a deal to do anyway. Zippity doo dah, zippity day.
My oh my.
My oh my. What a wonderful day. Or way.
Day.
Day.
Holy cow.
You have to impact your impact. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. At least the thermostat stopped that, but I don't think you're supposed to be like that there, buddy.
No, I bet that thermostat is stuck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave it out. We're not gonna put that back in. Look at there, brand new, like it never happened.
Nope.
Ooh, yeah.
There you go. That whole side came up. There you go.
There it is. All right, I gotta wiggle up in there. There you go. Have at it. Oh, it looks really good.
That does
here.
look really good.
Wow. It looks awesome.
Brand new.
Yeah. I wish we could see the cam so we could check for wear, but you can't see it. What's that?
It's like, for blow-by, the Oldsmobile does the same thing. Like, I guess it takes the pressure and just shoots it. That's what that tube is on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I don't know why they did that on older engines, but it has the same thing.
Instead of smoking out the valve cover, it just shoots it back out of the ground. That's pretty cool. Huh, I've never seen one of those. We're having intake clearance issues with this whatever doodad that Breyer wants to keep in here for some reason.
I don't know why. Just felt like it.
But we're going to try and see if we can remove it. There's a screw that holds it in there. Aha! We tried beating this heat shield on the bottom there to try and clearance it, but we couldn't get it to go far enough. So now, let's see, does it work? Oh, like a glove. That's the easiest intake drop ever.
Funny how that works. When there's stuff in the way, it doesn't work.
Yeah, goofy stuff. Like, why? Who needs that nonsense? Not I.
They thought they were doing something in 1957.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Like,
Let's
look,
be real.
we're going to hide this blow-by and nobody will ever know.
Nobody's gonna know. It's gonna be like a diesel. Just dump it on the ground. Did you ever dream that this is what you'd be doing for a living in your unpaid internship?
No, not really.
How lucky you are, huh?
When I asked him if I could work for him, I thought he was going to tell me no. So, here we are.
Dang, you almost dodged a bullet. You could have got lucky and I could have said no. Was it one of those things where you it seemed like a good idea at the time, and then you ask when you get stuck in here and you're like, dang, I probably shouldn't have done that?
Well, I don't know what I thought. Because I never talked to you before in my life.
You thought it was gonna be so much more cool.
Until that moment.
You almost cried. Do you care if I wear what you in the summer?
Don't laugh at me, okay?
It was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Cutest thing. I was like 17.
I know, it was adorable. I was so sad for you. Poor little baby Briar.
You didn't even know who I was either. Calm down.
I did know you. Our brake cleaner bottle is empty, so I figured I'd try these Rogo hand cleaner wipes. I've used them on a lot of stuff in the past, and they do a great job. All I'm doing is just kind of wiping off the surface, and these do a great job of getting on any oil and whatever might be left and taking care of it, so it's a good slick surface for our gaskets to stick to. The surfaces look clean right now, but wait till you see what this rag looks like when I get done. Look at that. That's what was left behind. Dad told me one time that he was doing this and he forgot to take the paper towels out of the intake valley.
Oh no.
And so he went and cranked it up, and it was running for a little bit, and all of a sudden it just lost oil pressure. All the paper towels ended up in the oil pan, and it like sucked up in the pickup tube. His engine light just shut off. Yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It stayed.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, drop it in. Don't mess up the wall. Is that it? Is that the one?
I think so.
What's wrong with you?
Hey guys, guess what? I left the rags in there. We just finished torquing all these down. And that's gonna come right back out. Well, that's one tube of our TV towels. You've got to be
That was
kidding me.
$11 too.
Yeah, man, I was, goofing about that on the camera, and I have never done that before, ever. As many of these intakes as I put on, I've never forgotten to take the rags out. And here we are. And it was the perfect bead. Like, it looks so good. It settled in there nicely. Never in my life. This is what happens when you get excited about quadrajets, That's all I could think about was just...
And Papa John's Pizza. We were talking about Papa John's.
Well, yeah, it was off camera. Me and Brian need to settle a debate. What is the best takeout pizza?
Papa John's or Domino's? Tell us.
Yeah, we won't say who was who. Just which one's better.
I almost quit over his,
It was that bad.
over his choice.
It was that bad. Briar almost left. He had to walk out. He started throwing wrenches.
It was a terrible take.
He called me a bad name. He called me old.
Geezer.
Well, you was about to get off early. You know it, Briar?
I was.
You were just about to get off 4 minutes early. But not now. Nope. We got to do it all over again.
Another 30 minutes. Your mistake.
Look at all them rags. I wonder if I could just reuse, if I just pile on some more RTV there. I bet I could just...
Oh, yeah. That's...
It's not even close to
Funky wet.
dry. Yeah. Oh, look at that perfect China wall all the way around. Should I just stick it back on? I might put some in the corners. Like right there.
Because it still does look pretty good. You applied a lot.
I did. I put way more than you're supposed to, really. But I didn't want to have to do it again. But then I ended up having to do it again. I think it's good enough. Here we go. Back on. Like nothing happened. Look at there. Perfectly executed. You saw nothing.
She left rags in here.
Hey, you did it too.
No, I was cleaning bolts when you put that on.
That is not true. You were sitting right next to me. You were standing.
No.
You were standing there watching me.
Video.
Rewind
evidence.
it. Rewind it. You were standing right where you're standing right now.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It stayed.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, drop it in. Don't mess up the wall. I don't want the one goofing here.
You're gonna see. I'm the one who edits these videos,
Oh.
so I can spin it however I want to.
There's the Thunderwear.
Well, all this was leading up to. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to Back Under the Hood with Briar, and today I'm going to be decoding the VIN on this 1957 Chevy 210. I've always kind of been interested on where cars come from and like how they looked back in the day, what colors they were, how they've been painted. So that's what kind of got me into doing this right here. On this car right here, we'll see the word style right here, and you'll see the number 57-1062. The 57 obviously means the model year, and the 1062 behind it tells us the body, which is a 210 four-door wagon. Next down, you'll see the word body number. and then you'll see a CL and a series of numbers behind it. The CL stands for Cleveland, Ohio, where this car was made, and the numbers behind it mean the same thing, but just in numbers. The next thing down is trim, and you'll see 660. That means that this car's interior was charcoal/ivory with vinyl seats. Next thing down is paint, which is 814C. Now the C at the end means this was a two-tone color car. If you have a car and it's got the letter A, that means it was only one color. But if you get the letters B, C, or D, it means it was a two-tone color. But the color of this car was India Ivory/Coronado Yellow. And the last thing down is the accessories right here, ACC. And it is EZI-CP. And this is the vehicle options. From the factory, this car came with tinted glass, which is the EZI, and the CP is the padded dash. It wasn't decked out or anything like that, but it came with a few options. Apparently, you could get AC on these cars, which is mind-blowing to me in 1957. This car was not one of them. Well, now that take that out. Now, it's time to clean it out. And there's a lot of stuff in this car. When I do get done, which it may take forever, I will take inventory of what is in here, because I bet there's a lot of cool stuff. Long time for me, short time for you. Well, now that I have the front mostly cleaned out, you can see that these are original seats, the ivory and charcoal color and vinyl. So that's pretty cool to have original seats, and they don't look that bad. They're pretty hard. They're not very comfortable to sit on. And you can see the white and the yellow from the factory too. The first thing I found out was that seat's not bolted down at all. So I had to move it up to get that one big box out of there. Back here, it don't really look that bad besides right there. The little, I don't know if you call that a tailgate hatch door. I don't know. It's got a little bit of rust in it. It could be worse. It could be a lot better. But anyway, what I dug out was a lot. A lot of trim. I guess those are for the windows right there. Door panels. I guess that's for the rear window. Some interior pieces, a lot of chrome. Not sure what that all goes to. Some bracing. There's the hood hinges right there. There's a sway bar unopened right here for some reason. There's part of the exhaust pipe. This box, I wasn't sure what it had in it. Let's see. Got some, what in the world, brake lines? Brand new brake lines. Yeah. A lot of interior pieces, it looks like. Rusted out hubcap. There's another hubcap right there. It looks pretty good. But this box was full of exhaust pipes, like brand new. Makes me wonder what somebody was trying to do here. There's some bushings right here. New exhaust pipes right here. I don't know what somebody was planning on doing. Maybe that's why they cut the exhaust off. Oh my gosh. There's two brand new mufflers in here. This thing is huge. Hold on, let me lay it down. Look at that thing. It's like 3 feet long. Oh my gosh. And there's two of them. What in the world? That's not a terrible haul to get a brand new exhaust. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Open that box.
Briar said I had a surprise. Oh, I knew that was in there.
Oh, what the heck? Sorry, you ruined it for me.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but whoa! That is pretty cool. I will admit.
Yes.
Sorry I wasn't surprised.
Wow.
But, hey, if it makes you feel any better, I hadn't looked at it yet. So I didn't realize
Well, that's the longest mufflers I've ever seen.
that is unnecessarily long. Can't even see there.
Oh, wow, V8. That scared me.
Yeah, that's not good, Briar.
And there's this hole. Go ahead, be surprised.
I didn't know this was in there. That's pretty cool. Sway bar's pretty cool.
A big beefy one too.
It's the next day. Carburetor, I hope the intake's dried enough, and I hope it doesn't boil oil out of our China wall where I goofed it. But you know what?
There's no paper towels in it.
No, yeah, it's fine. At least that's a plus. So I'm just going to fill the vent tube up. As much fuel as I can get. Again, I know this is a good carburetor. Probably enough there.
No, my secondaries.
Try it. All right, too much. It needs to go back this way. Okay, try that. Right there. Okay, hold on. Are we getting a spark? I think we've lost a spark again.
Is it not popping?
I don't hear any pop, 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 pop. Here, let me rotate it. I just don't know if it's going to the plugs, but let's see. More gas. When in doubt, more gas. All right, try it.
Yes. There's actually a lot of fluid running out of somewhere.
Is it that transmission line? Is it busted? It's not one of the lines, is it? Because there was that one that was unhooked.
Oh, try not to lay in it.
The line goes over here to this side. Yeah, they both go over here.
Oh, that's oil.
It's oil? Oh, shoot, the oil pressure sender.
Oh.
I forgot about that. Hey, but you know what that means? Oil pressure.
Yes.
I had this mechanical oil pressure gauge right here, so now we can tell what kind of oil pressure we're putting out.
Starter's about had it.
I know, try that. I'm gonna feed it. We're building up oil pressure. Maybe I'll try a little bit of octane here. Okay. Come on, buddy. You can do it. How about that? Oh, that's the sound of oil pressure.
Leaking?
No, but getting up to the rockers. That's what it sounded like to me. I can see the distributor picking up and out of the oil pump, so
tighten it down.
Yeah, we need to bolt that down. I thought so. I'm gonna put a lot in there. Now try it. Oh, too much. Try that.
No.
Oh! Come on, baby. Okay. I don't think we're going to get anything until we probably prime it. I think that's our problem. I had a really long flathead screwdriver that I never use. And I decided, let's just go ahead and make it into a priming tool. Because of who I am as a person, I only have Chrysler priming tools for the oil pump. So all it is, I just took this, it's literally double this length. I cut it in half, flattened off the edges there for a chuck, and it's a flathead on the other end. So if I stick this in my drill here, I'm gonna save this $20 from having to buy one. Look at there. Oh, please, hello. We're dangerous now. Because I can't get the drill to sit in there. The whole thing needs to be shorter. If I can get the drill like kind of level with it, then I can use it. But it doesn't help that the thing gets bent. There we go. The best way to do it is probably cut that other distributor. Obviously, my tool didn't work. So what we're going to do is actually cut the gear off of the distributor, and I'm going to weld a nut onto the top here, so that way we can just stick an impact on it and spin it. Because what happens is it needs something to center that oil pump drive gear, and without something like this, it just won't work. So there's our complete priming tool. We've got a nut welded on the top, the gear just ground off on the bottom. We're gonna see if that'll actually clear, but I think it will. Drop right in. Oh yeah. Unencumbered.
Your tool?
Oh, it's about to get real.
You better watch out.
What the heck?
Oh, it's probably just turning on that. £50.
Might have to rotate the engine while I do this. You getting the pressure?
50 pounds.
We got it back up on top dead center, dropped the distributor back in. Briar hooked up the coil, and we went and got our electric fuel pump. and I'm going to prime it real quick. We were figuring that since this thing didn't have enough fuel in it, it might run if it actually did. All right, listen to this. Oh yeah.
Ooh. I love when
That's fuel pressure right there.
carburetors carburate.
Yep.
What? Did the spark plug get put back in?
I didn't put it back in.
I didn't put it back in.
It's right there. We took a spark plug out so that way we could check top dead center again, and neither one of us put it back in.
Ow. That was my elbow.
Did it pop?
Ow, did you hear it again?
Well, it's not kicking back like it did before, so we might have it like maybe a tooth off to what we had, so we might move plug wires around because I can't advance it anymore. Try it again. Yeah. I mean, this thing's been silently rusting away for the past 40 years, and no one helped it until here we are trying to string it back to life with baling wire and hopes and dreams.
Yes.
So all I did was just advance the wires one plug over. We're getting spark, but I don't know, man. Something is not right.
It's not firing, I feel like. Oh, there it is.
Come on. Okay.
It did something.
Yeah.
It's so close.
Golly.
If it would hit, it would go. Oh my goodness, my windshield.
No. All right, try that.
Oh!
Now that was a run. That was a run.
I'll take it.
I'm about to just crack this can open and
Yeah,
just...
no, we need like 110 because 87 ain't enough.
Might charge the battery up a hair. We need like 200 octane.
We've got nitrous.
That's a lot. Go ahead.
Hey, the cigarette lighter works.
Oh, nice. Is it glowing?
It wasn't glowing, but it was hot.
We might not have like good compression in each cylinder. It needs a little something to compress to build up some compression, you know.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Seemed like it would run if I filled it up and sprayed it with some brake cleaner to get it to fire. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. Because I think the timing is pretty good. I mean, I know I can advance it too far, and I've got it to right where it seemed like it wants to fire. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? There's oil in that rocker. That's good. Just this one back here, look.
Really?
You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
So that one's pumped up. Now it's leaking out onto our manifold, but hey, that's fine. It'll self-burn. Try and move the distributor back to where it was. Let's do it one last go, and then we'll let the battery charge because it's probably getting pretty weak. How can it do that and not run? I think we're jumping spark at the coil.
Are we?
I think so, because I stuck my finger on the coil wire.
You felt it?
And it was shocking me, but it started running. Because I saw spark jump between here and the coil wire.
It doesn't feel like it seats fully.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It ran, but I don't know what that was. I'm still not getting.
What was that?
Still no oil over here.
Oh my gosh.
That sounded horrendous.
I got hit in the face with something.
It was throwing everything.
Wow. What did we hit? There's like so much junk down there. I wonder if the fan hit something. Oh, it's loose. Oh. It was about to. Is it the bearing on the pump? Or is it the pulley?
It's the bearing.
The bearing is gone. Well, you know what we need to do? Just take that belt off.
It ran.
So I guess it was a loose coil wire the whole time. It was jumping fire. Dude, that was crazy. How in the world?
Screaming at us.
Yeah, I think we probably just broke the bearing or something on the water pump. Golly. Burning oil. But it finally ignited all that fuel that it's had dumped down in there for the past like 30 minutes. Dang. That was not like that before. And it's not the bolts. You can actually see the flange of the pulley is gone. So that much rotation, I guess, just decided, hey, you're done. So we'll just pull the belt off and we can easily change the water pump on this thing.
I kind of got scared for a minute.
I don't know.
Not gonna like smoke and sounds and.
Yeah, I was like, something is happening here, and it finally ran. But what I did, I saw that there was spark jumping between the coil wire and right here on the, that's the positive side. So I tightened this down, and I just pushed that coil wire on there a little bit further, and it fired right up. And it cleared up too, like it started actually running and idling a little bit better, which we don't have any coolant in it. I just want to hear it idle. That's all I want to do. If I can do that, then we can go about our business and try and put coolant in it, you know, get the water pump on there.
That's so bad.
They're really bad. Yeah, I'm glad we noticed that before it was a problem. I hope it didn't rub the
radiator.
Yeah, I don't think it could.
You know what's funny is I can run this thing right here.
Yes. Dump it right into the valve covers. All right, go for it. Wow, burned my eyes.
It's idling,
It is idling.
but still no oil.
Yeah, no oil yet. They're all spinning, those seems like.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so smoky.
Yes, yeah, we're burning all sorts of fluids. Dang.
Wow.
That's smooth.
It is. It's not shaking at all. Oh, out of fuel.
But it runs.
Yeah, the no oil is still kind of concerning, but
It is, but you know.
I mean the oil pan was full.
Crank it over and let me watch this fuel oil gauge and just make sure that like our distributor is seated fully. It's getting oil pressure.
Oh, that one's filling up.
enough pressure on our gauge. Look at how much smoke. All right, we'll let it run out of fuel.
Any more on your side?
No. Oh, that one is now. Yeah, look, we got some right there. Put a little rev. Let it run out of gas. Yeah, that one's oiling really good. Number 4 is. Dude. Heck yeah. That's awesome.
It took us, what, half a day to get this running? Oh my gosh.
Wow. Ooh, that's hot. Hey, weird how that works.
Yes.
Look, yeah, I got number 4 oiling, number 8 oiling. What do you got? You got number 1.
Just that one, because these were just left over.
They already had oil in them.
Which there's oil in the bottom of the head, but I don't know where, I guess it's coming out of that one.
Yeah, that's how mine is. But there's a lot of, looks like bubbles in it. So
Yeah, a lot of bubbles.
we smoked out the shop here. That's all blue. She was burning some oil, getting them rings to seat. But hey, wow. We got a fan going and get all this out of here. What do you think, Briar?
That was awesome.
I mean, I was not expecting that to ever run. I thought we were just,
Yeah, I had that much hope.
I thought it was over. But that little, whatever this engine is, finally picked it up and said, you know what, I think I'll run for these guys. I think it felt guilty. Well, I had to search high and low to find these mounts, but we've got one for each side, passenger and driver. Well, we ordered them. They're in, they're brand new. Briar's cleaning up our bolts because the threads look awful. So once we get all that cleaned up, we'll put these back in and we can actually maybe move the car, see if the transmission's any good. But that was a lot of hard-fought finding pieces just to get these two. Had to find the part numbers, had to find anybody who even had them. Most of them were obsolete, but here they are in the flesh. Come on, wrench. Be a wrench. There's one side in. It's funny how the transmission can hold itself now. Yeah. Just kidding. It needs to go up. I wonder how common it is for those transmission mounts to fail like that.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these cars have just like fell apart.
Like the whole transmission just falls out of it. It's a wonder it didn't hurt anything.
Hey, why aren't we using the lift?
You have a lift. Why don't you use it, man? Well, you see, there's one on it and one under it. So what do you do?
And you know what they both are? Plymouths. That's our biggest problem.
Yeah, we have an abundance of junk Plymouths. Transmission is no longer hanging out in free fall. Well, we got the transmission in the car. We reinstalled it, you know?
Yes.
And it actually is working. We dropped the jack out of it, and sure enough, it didn't fall out. So it's funny how that works. So we figured what we wanted to do real quick, just before we change out the water pump and then change the oil, is make sure that the transmission's any good. We're just excited to mess with it. Okie dokie. See if she'll crank.
No way. That is insane. How long is that? 5 days? 4 days?
Oh, we're supposed to put it in gear. Oh. I forgot. Hang on. Pull it down to reverse. Oh. It could be low on fluid though.
Yeah.
It moved.
Really?
Does that drive?
I don't know.
Pulled it low. All right, let's reverse. Oh, is reverse on the bottom?
Oh, it is. And they haven't done the PRNDL. Yes, reverse on the bottom.
It's PNDLR?
Yes.
Ran out of gas. That was the best startup
That was awesome.
this thing has ever done.
Has it legit been 4 days?
Yes, like we haven't cranked. It's a Monday right now. We
Yes.
last ran it on Friday, so
Well, not 4 days.
Saturday, Sunday, and then today's the third day, and it just fired right up. That was very impressive.
That's insane.
Still no oil in the rockers.
Whoa! The door buzzer works.
What happened?
The door buzzer works.
Door buzzer? What?
Oh, never mind, it quit.
The dome light come
The
on?
dome light does work.
Wow. Well, guess what, Briar? We got a good car on our hands. Except for the rest of it, you know.
Yeah.
If you just ignore all the rust, it's a great car, which seems to be our norm here, isn't it? Just really rusty cars.
But they run half decent.
Yeah, we can make stuff run very well, but it's usually very rusty. But God, this thing looks so good though.
Everything on the outside is not bad.
No.
It's just everything under is not good.
It's got, we need to pull the seats out and just kind of assess the damage. What you doing, Briar?
Taking the radiator out so I can change the water pump. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I missed something. Or either it's just that tight, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. It moved. Nice.
It should not take this much.
No, I think it just got wedged in that core support pretty bad. Oh, hit the fan.
Nope.
There you go. Does it look like it's a complete radiator? Will it fall apart when we put coolant in it?
It's not leaking yet. It's got, look, there's water in there.
There is, so that means it's holding. Maybe our radiator will, well, under pressure it might not do so well. Wow.
I'm trying not to bend it, and that's really hard.
There you go. Wow. Dang.
That's good.
Can't say I've ever seen one that bad, have you?
No.
That is impressive.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm.
Yep.
Might need a little heat on that boy. So we're torching that bolt to get it hot, and I noticed that this thing does not have a harmonic balancer. And I did a little research, and I don't know how true this is, so take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. I'm no expert in small block Chevys by any means, but they said that in '63, the 283 with a cast crank, and I don't know if that's all of them or just some of them, did not have a harmonic balancer. And in '57, they all should have. So that tells me that this is not the original engine. That's okay though. I mean, regardless, it's been sitting for a long time. We've been letting it torch for what, good 5 or so minutes.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is very hot, so do not touch it.
To get the big guns out.
Uh-oh, we are cooked.
I don't think 2's gonna do it either.
Well, you wanna try 3?
I'll give her a whirl. It's moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
But slow.
There you go. Hopefully it broke. It did not break. Do not touch that because it is hot. Wow, that was impressive.
We're gonna get some pliers.
Yeah.
Oh.
It did break. Oh, buddy.
3 was too much.
Well, now what?
It'll live with 3 bolts. I'm scared to touch stuff. Hey.
Oh, hey, yeah, I can weld a nut to that.
The
Yeah.
gaskets were honestly pretty good,
Dang, that's surprising.
but it's rusty on the inside.
Yes, it is. So we have a broken bolt off in there, but I ground down this right here and cleaned the actual bolt itself. So we've got a pretty decent ground, I hope. I'm gonna try and weld this nut to it and then hopefully back it out. Ooh, glowing!
She's hot.
I don't know if I can get an impact on a socket. I'll put that weld up on there a little too high. I just broke off.
You got a good bite on that one.
Nope. Yeah! There you go. Look at there.
Wow.
Look, I made a new bolt.
Perfect.
Fabricated you a new one.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Nice.
Just like such. Uh-oh.
Start. You have no permission. Yeah. Yeah. Will you tighten? If I can rotate that. There you go. Look at there. Like a glove.
Please comply.
Well, we have the water pump dry. This is the next day. I'm gonna fill it up with some water now. And hopefully we didn't pop a freeze plug, but
I really hope not.
the odds are probably not in our favor in this situation. We plugged off the heater hoses here. So we just got a cap here with a nice shank style lug nut. The best kind, obviously. Capped it here and capped it here. So no heat. I'm sorry, Briar. It's gonna get cold.
We've got good AC though. Good
That is
air
very
movement
true.
inside the car.
Lots of ventilation in this thing. So we wanted to be able to put coolant in it so we could get it up to temperature. And we're hoping that actually letting it idle and run for a little while will make it to where this thing will actually stop smoking. Maybe the rings will seat and it'll idle and function better. But who knows? We'll find out here in a second. Just checked under the car and didn't see anything under there, but that's subject to change with pressure and heat. That's what, gallon number 2?
Number 2.
We're only going to run straight water just in case of leaks. And if it does hold together, we'll add actually some regular coolant to it. But this is just because you never know. We also didn't put a thermostat in it, so we can actually fill the cooling system up to what it properly needs without having to get it hot first. So the original plan was to back this car out and do this test outside. So that way all the smoke would kind of clear its way out. But as you can hear, it's coming a flood outside and it's supposed to do it tomorrow. And we're excited. So we figured we'd just go ahead and do it anyway. And it cranks with the key now. Oh, and we hooked up the throttle cable. So you can hey, hop in there and give her a couple pats, Briar.
Hey!
I ain't even gonna touch it. Briar's gonna do
Watch
it all.
this.
Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta do my job. We got oil pressure, I can see it. It's not smoking nearly as bad as it has been.
No, it probably cleared out some of it.
Yeah, give it a little rev, see if it smokes. Yeah, still a little bit. So this is the best thing for it, to let it run. Oh, look at it on your side. It was showing 100 degrees just then. Now we're at 107. You get a screwdriver. That's a new sound. What was that?
I don't know what it was.
Look how smooth it's idling. My goodness. That's a small block Chevy. Oh, we got oil here, look.
Are you serious?
Finally.
Oh, man.
We finally got that one coming. I think that one's starting. I can't remember if that one already was, but that one picked up. What about over here?
There was only 4 on that side oiling.
So we got, yeah, we still got 4 over here. But hey, that's progress nonetheless. Oil pressure has dropped to about 40 as it got warmer, but that's good.
That's still very good.
Let's see what our temperature is. 121, 127, 130. So still not very high at all.
No.
It doesn't seem like it has a misfire or anything. I don't think there's any wiped cam lobes or anything like that. I did not anticipate this thing to run as smooth as it is. That is so impressive. Oh, hey, I want to check the generator light. You think it's off? Oh, it is. Oh, and we've got, is there lights on it here? Oh, the dome light. I forgot to show y'all that. No temp gauge working, but I think I might have pulled it out of the other intake. But our generator light went off. The oil pressure light's off. That's awesome. What do you think about that, Briar?
That's nice.
Isn't it though?
It's smoky, but it's nice.
It is very smoky. Our shop is full currently. Let's see if it smokes again when I do this.
Oh yeah.
A lot. Yeah. That's a lot of smoke. But that's good. We need to get that out of there. Get these rings to seal. They'll do their thing. I mean, it seems like it is running very well. It isn't oiling all the way, but you know, a good oil change would obviously help, but we know we have oil pressure. That's the good thing about it. Let me see what kind of temperature we're working with. I don't see any leaks besides the thermostat. Well, it looks like it stopped. Maybe it finally heated up and expanded enough to not. That's 120 there. How about the thermostat housing itself? 130, 140, which, you know, no thermostat helps that, but it's running here cool, guys. Very cool. Yeah. Wow. No mosquitoes in the vicinity, Briar. Don't you worry.
Zero.
What just happened? What's happening? What was that?
Something's not happy.
What in the world was that? Sounds rotational. We'll check for loose rockers, but I don't. Well,
Just like that, it's gone.
and it's back. We shut it off and I noticed something boiling, and it's the battery was actually at 13 volts with the engine off, so it's overcharging for sure. So we'll probably have to do something about that. I don't know how these things regulate. I really don't know. Might self-regulate internally. It's charging, but it's doing too much. Doing too good of a job, Briar.
Generators.
Come on,
You all
man.
right, man?
Generating too good. Well, we're jacking it up because we're going to go ahead and just change the oil while we're at it. There was oil all over the ground. The engine in the car kind of leaned to this side, and while it was running, oil was pooling up right here in this corner and dumping down on the ground. So that could have been our smoking issue, but it happened really fast, so I don't know. But we're obviously getting enough oil pressure to fill up that valve cover, so that's good. You know, things are kind of working their way out. We already went and put oil dry on it because it was bad. But we're gonna go ahead and jack the car up and change the oil before we put the valve covers on, because this thing had the oil tube for the fill on the front of the intake, and since we changed it, we can't do that. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up through the valve covers. We need to change valve covers, but we don't have any right now. But this will do the job and get it to where it's at least got a fresh oil change in it before we go any further and run it any longer.
Well, as you can see, the entire exhaust is covered in oil. It's dripping. It has had.
Oh yeah,
so much
that'll do
oil
it
on
there, Briar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, your pitman arm right there, everything is just soaked in oil, so.
Well, I'm under the car going to change the oil, and I put the wrench on. Look at this. It's turning by itself. I barely put any pressure on it, and sure enough, it's already loose.
That makes me feel better.
Well, that's thin.
I told you to be water.
Wow. Can't get it to come out. There it is. Whoa! Barely made it. Yeah, it's pretty thin, but it's still got some consistency to it, so that's good. That thing's been on there for quite some time. I do say so myself.
Looks crunchy.
Yeah, this whole setup has been like this for quite some time. Yes. Hey, but no freeze plugs leaking. Isn't that a marvelous sight to see?
A rarity.
Yeah. Oh, it's turning. Oh, you thought.
Man, I wanted to fight.
Oh, it sounds terrible. That rubber gasket is dry.
Somebody didn't put oil on it when they put it on.
Nope. That's what happens.
Hot oil. What brand is that?
I don't even see it. What is that? I can't tell.
I don't know. It's upside down.
Penray?
Never heard of it.
Penray PH25. Oh, the warranty meets all warranty requirements of new car manufacturers. Okay, good. Thank goodness. I was worried about that. Nothing but the finest. 1030.
Oh, yes.
Great stuff. We got the new filter put on, and we went ahead and got 6 quarts just in case, but 5 quarts ought to do it. But we're having to stack filters and fill it in through here because, like I said, the intake does not have provisions for it. It's working! It's working!
That it is.
I think. I don't see any oil just dumping out of it anywhere, do you? No. Putting valve covers on, finally. We got 5 quarts of oil in it, and it seemed full. It was full, right, Briar?
No, I didn't check it.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Come on. Activate valve cover. Well, here's attempt number 2. We're gonna have to burn all the oil off the manifold, but
Oh, it's gonna be great.
we've got 2 valve covers, finally. And we should be on the fast track to a non-smoking issue.
Didn't even touch the throttle.
Nope. It's gonna take it a minute for that oil to get hot enough to burn. Oh, we gotta look at the valve cover. It's chooching pretty good at that.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't just all smoke off the manifold.
No.
Unfortunately.
But a lot of it probably was.
Had to be. Oh yeah, that much.
It's so quiet now.
It is very quiet. It's weird, isn't it? I can fix that.
It's like, look at it going in the car.
Don't take much for it to happen, does it?
Can you imagine driving this thing down the road?
No, I can't actually.
Oh my gosh. We got a homemade smoke machine.
Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute.
Are we dumping oil?
Yeah, we're dumping oil out of something. Oh, I see.
Turn it off.
Yeah, cut it off.
Oh, is our line?
Line busted.
Oh.
Got a hole in it. That's where the oil was coming from.
Well, dang. I would never have thought of that. Hey, I found the thing, so we just put that plug back in it. We know it's got good oil pressure.
Yeah. How many quarts was that?
That was a whole gallon.
Wow. She's full now?
It's full.
Nice. It's in neutral currently. Drive.
Whoa!
So this is low. So it's good. Nice. All right, I'm gonna go back to neutral. Let it stop spinning. I have to go really fast to go all the way down to reverse. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Whoa!
Good?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why park, is there
I don't know.
is there some kind of park feature that we don't know about?
Because it just kicks itself out.
Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta move the thingy, I think. So it's in neutral right now. You pull up on it, pull it towards you, well, or push it back. Push it back, now it stays in park.
The more you know. I didn't know it.
Interesting. So it's got just like a park feature. So now we can actually put it in park. So there's neutral, drive, low, reverse, then put it back in park, go all the way up, and push it back. Now it won't come out.
No! I'll grant that to you.
A pizza pie. You gotta be real quick with it. Forward and reverse are working. Well, we're good. Let's show them what we did, Briar. So on the front here, as you notice, it actually stayed running. We put our fuel jug in here, and we actually rigged up an electric pump to a switch. And what that switch is that light. The wire was broken. I was like, you know what? We'll just use it. So whenever I pull the headlight switch for the marker light, fuel pump kicks on.
Wow.
And now I can turn the fuel on and off and then crank it with the key. Then we added a throttle return spring for extra safety measures. And I have no brakes. I know. I would have liked to do that, except this is all expensive to go factory. That's one reason. and we would have to modify a lot of stuff to make this work, which I'm not opposed to doing. I've done it before. The problem with this car is that it's way rustier than we thought. This is supposed to be the good side, okay? Keep that in mind. But the rocker is intact for the most part, except it's just covered. There's a hole in between this pillar. I mean, I don't even know if you can.
It shakes when you shut the door.
Yeah, the whole, look at that. So it needs a lot of rush repair to the point where even I don't feel comfortable driving this thing on the road, which is rare because I drive a lot of junk.
Right there, gone.
So that frame rail's compromised. There's no telling like if the body mounts are any good.
That's gone.
That's gone.
Over there, that corner's gone. The rocker finally fell off.
Yeah, that's what the rocker looks like. Non-existent. So all the floors have been covered with like just metal riveted in. So you know you can do all that stuff, but it doesn't need to be driven until that happens because this thing could just crumble at any moment. I don't know how the body mounts look. I mean, I'd be scared that. Look at that. I mean,
door.
Oh
no!
We stuck all the trim back on this side. We're missing a clip for this one, so we might see if we can get that to go back on. But we found all the trim for right here, and I wanted it to at least look the part. I guess somebody started taking it off for some reason, but we found pretty much everything to put it back together. But my main goal was to make it run, and I wanted to drive it around the yard just to prove that it could do it. And we have forward and reverse gears. We have no brakes at all, so we're just going to kind of do a leisurely stroll around the yard, if you know what I mean. So I think it'll do it, don't you?
It should.
It should, but will it? Will I be able to? That's the real question. Haha, there she goes. This thing charges, it runs, it idles very well. Pretty snappy. All right, I gotta be very careful. I'm going back in between reverse and low. This is the safest method, you know. How about neutral? Oh. Yeah. Now we're getting there. Wow. Sounds like a derby car. Yes. We're doing it.
Trim fell off.
Oh, I can see the ground on both sides. Wow. Oh no, my trim fell off. Turn! Oh, it's muddy over here. Whoops. Put her in low.
It's so loud.
It's not bad for sitting for 40 plus years. Put her up in neutral. I gotta fix my trim.
Oh, looking pretty slick.
The engine and the transmission, very good.
Did you get into second?
I didn't try. I didn't get up enough speed. I had to fix my trim, you know.
When it fell, I was like,
I'm going to go down to the bottom of the hill, and I'll try to get up enough speed to go to second.
All right.
The problem is with the power glide, you got to be going pretty good to go to second. Oh,
dang.
reversed.
That was aggressive.
Oh,
Did it again.
My trim fell off again. I'm going way too fast and I cannot stop. Oh, big bump, big bump. Oh,
Hey, Stinky.
I don't know how this is gonna work. Here, we're gonna go back to neutral. And could you stop, please? How about reverse now? Oh, close the hook out. Oh, that's second. Yeah. I go down to low. Yeah, there's two.
No way!
It's got high and low. Oh, she's a little smoky. Yeah. Hey, park works.
No.
Oh, wait,
What?
I forgot to lock
push
it.
back.
There we go. Now it works. Pretty good, honestly. You want to drive it?
It's sound.
Let's look at it trying to move.
It is moving.
The park lock doesn't work very well. Oh, hey, Briar.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Not much. Do I look cute?
Always.
Thank you.
Give her a rip.
How does one do this?
Just use reverse and low, I guess. I mean, if you're going one way and you got to stop, just go hit it in the other direction, I guess.
Oh, I wouldn't advise standing behind me.
Yeah, I'll probably back up. Whoa! That is R. Yeah.
Come on, honey. It is really nice, mechanically wise. The seat's not bolted down. I'm just rolling around. I don't know what to do.
Just, yeah, let her just coast in neutral. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm in.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's not that bad, mechanically.
Mechanically, I mean, it has 2 gears forward, 1 reverse, park works, neutral works, it runs and idles. I mean, it's smoky.
It's smooth. I mean, it's not shaking at all.
I mean, if we did do the brakes on this, it would drive down the road. It's just how long would it take for the body to fall off of it?
Anytime you would take a turn, just go,
Yeah.
everything would fall over.
Yes, and you would probably smoke out everybody around you.
Quart of oil every 100 miles, not bad.
That's fine. That's normal for a small block.
Yeah. It's a little muddy. No shocks in the rear whatsoever.
I mean, this is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy this.
Loud V8s.
And this one is. It's definitely loud. I wish the clock worked so I could tell what time it was. Nope.
Yeah, we haven't had a clock since like 1957. Don't know what happened. Don't know what time it is.
This is what time it was built, and it never worked after that. Makes a lot of sense, right?
Yes.
I did get it to go to second gear. I heard it shift.
Scary.
And it honestly shifted pretty firm. What was that? Oh, is it the trim? There's a lot of noise. Look at the door shaking back there. Because there's no latch. You can see right to the ground. There and over there. But you know what? I don't care.
It drives.
I mean, who else can say they got a nice 57 Chevy wagon? Well, a lot of people can. I don't think we can we? Probably not.
No.
We really can't say it's nice. Look at all this room I got.
That is quite spacious. And metal dashes for the win.
And the reclining seat.
Oh. What? About lost it.
Whoa. I have a question. Why is the floor blue
That's what I wondered.
and the back of the car blue, but the car be yellow? Has this car been like cut in half, you think?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
As bad as it is?
Yes.
Do it. Come on, quit rolling. That's so fun.
Hold it at a steady RPM, not like crazy high, like what we had it earlier when it was smoking. I just want to see that it still smokes. I think it's gotten better.
It has gotten better.
I mean, it does still smoke, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. Like, it was smoking really badly over on this side especially, but it's not doing it like it used
You can
to.
see the back of the car filling with smoke.
Rolling out the back here. Woo! Man,
Can you imagine doing a burnout and have like all the smoke just roll out of that back window?
you wouldn't even have to do a burnout.
I know.
All you have to do is just rev it up, bump it on the red line.
That is funny.
We did it, Briar.
Yes.
Congratulations. We did it.
Yes, we did do it.
Woo!
Yes.
How good is a restart, though?
Ooh. Let's find out.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
As junky as this thing is, that's pretty good. Oh, we put headlights in it too, Briar. Pull the headlight switch. Hey! Look at there.
It lives again.
Yes. All right, you can cut her off.
The headliner still blows my mind.
It does. It is very nice. Shockingly nice for some reason.
And the dome light working too? Wow. Insanity.
Ladies and gentlemen, that accomplishes our video for today. We got this 1957 Chevrolet 210 four-door wagon to run and drive for the first time in probably 40 plus years. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Order your t-shirts and your stickers down in the link in the description below, because all that money goes directly back into getting stuff like this back on the road where it belongs. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.